Hello everyone and welcome back to our Jurassic World Evolution 2 Park Building series, episode 4 of Jekyll and Hyde Park. In the previous episode I mentioned I had an idea of how to continue the spiderweb path art, and that is what this episode is all about. So I've extended the spiderweb with path and lining it all with invisible fence to create the illusion of a walk-through enclosure. And because it's going to have carnivores in the exhibits between the strings of the web, I think that's sufficiently spoopy. Like, just imagine walking through here and it's like, is this invisible fence safe? Is it really? Who tested this? It is at a bit of an awkward point in the park, I do realize that, so that's why I'm also stringing a tour through, which will mostly serve as park transport to get people across the spiderweb if they don't dare to walk through. Not really saying the cars are much safer, but you know, the guests don't need to know that until they're already strapped in there. Now this first bit was voiceover, which is probably something I'll do more often for future episodes, but for now let's switch back over to the live building. Okay, before we get started filling this with dinosaurs, I actually want to work on a little guest section over here first. So I have the tour right here. This is gonna have a path coming up to that. And now what I want to do is sort of, we want to cross this, right? Oh, here come the tour vehicles. Maybe do 2, because you know, there's gonna be like an important guest hub, I guess. Do I want to do it on both sides? Oh, will the game let me do it on both sides? Maybe that's the question. There. I guess it doesn't have to be symmetrical anyway, right? So, go like that. We'll just go straight. I'll pull it back a little bit. Alright, and then this is where we're gonna have a little guest section with shops and stuff, and then maybe behind there, like eventually at the very end of the series, this will be deleted and become an exhibit in and of itself. But for now, we obviously need to keep all of that stuff, so I'm gonna do it like that. And I think we're gonna have some hotels in the back as well over here, so they would have a really cool view. And for me personally, it just makes sense to have hotels fairly close to the park entry, right? Because you're going to be lugging your luggage, and you don't want to lug your luggage too far. And then we're going to have like a path sneaking through here. And this is probably how we'll connect a hotel. If I can find it. Hold on, there's a bigger one. Go bigger. There you go. We go big. Yeah, well, we might as well do it like that. This will still be subject to change by the time we get to actually making that enclosure right there, right? So what we're going to do over here. There. And as we always do. Because, you know, just because it's scary doesn't mean we have to be looking at trash. And, of course, we're going to need a restroom. Oh wow, you could not have made that more perfect. We might as well have 2 restrooms. I mean, if it fits. Beautiful. Maybe like just a bunker, like right in the middle of the square, just to remind people this is not safe. Yeah, I think over here, because it just fits so perfectly. And I kind of want to have this straight across from that one, so if I may. There. Beautiful. There. So now this is like kind of just a straight lane over there. And I think what I'm going to do is turn this one around. There, and get rid of this one. Doesn't really serve a purpose. So we'll do it like that. Okay. And I guess we can just fill this in. Again, imperfectly. We're gonna leave some cracks in the pavement here, because that's sort of like our theme, right? Oh, no! No! I filled in my crack! Oh god. Stop it right now. I love the bios in decorations. I think they're excellent. Okay, I'll figure out the coloration of that later on. I think this should just be like a lot of trees and stuff. We'll start with the dead ones. You know, normally I would just really prettily line it with planters and stuff, but that's obviously not really the thing we do on this end of the park. I feel like we're not going to be doing anything on the happy side today. Because I need to focus. I need to make this work. Can we put some water in here? Water is scary. I mean, if you can't swim. I like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Some more of the trees over here. Baby rocks. We've covered this in the previous episode. We don't have to get into that again. We don't have to get into the story of how baby rocks come to be. There. Yeah, just like a little bit of scary nature. Right, so I actually don't want to be able to see the guest section from the main path. So we're also going to do concrete fencing like this. I guess that's as good as it's going to be. Here, like with these cracks, right, we'll just put a tree in there. Like a dead tree, obviously. Here, and one over here as well. This one is still like just hanging on to life. I don't know, I think it's important that this is just imperfect. What else can we do over here? We've done a spinoskeleton fairly recently, but let's go for these guys. These don't have the greatest shine on them, but it is what it is. I'm still waiting for them to hopefully add these lights in the next update, because then we could just do like that. That's cool. Oh, this Indominus Rex, by the way, making a guest appearance in this episode. She is not going to live out her life in that exhibit. That is the Indominus Rex that I used to create like all of these holes in the walls. I kept her, and that is the Indominus that we're gonna have later on in the park. Like, every time I ask people to give dinosaur suggestions, people are obviously suggesting the Indoraptor, the Indominus, Scorpius Rex, and fair points. But I feel like those are gonna be way more suitable to use later on in the park, you know, when we're really like in the bowels of this scary section. I also had the idea last night, when it comes to doing the tour eventually, I think I'm gonna split the tour video into 2 videos, because it's gonna be so massive and so detailed. So it's gonna be one video spooky, one video normal and happy. Oh, I was looking forward to building my my Parasaurolophus and Stichosaurus exhibit, but again, that all just has to wait. Okay, so the idea here, right, is that it's like walk through exhibits, and then this is going to be the main entry of that attraction. And to sort of signify that that's like a big thing, it's a big deal, we're gonna use this to sort of like create a gate for it. There. You know, in lieu of anything else we can do with that, it is what it is, you know? So if we can get some stuff around here. Actually, what might be cool is, I might be able to fit these in front. Yeah, definitely. I can't get them too close. Oh, nice. There you go. Might do them like on all sides here. There, because torches are scary. There's no denying it. Fire hazard is also scary. And then from here, I think actually I'm gonna replace this front fence over here with concrete. Same over here. Same over here. And actually... Oh god, I did not mean to delete the path there. There, so it's really, you know, you have to, like, properly go into this section, right? And then you start out with like this claustrophobic feeling, sort of, where the fence sort of tapers together, and then it opens up, which is gonna feel like a breath of fresh air, but then you realize you're gonna be surrounded by carnivores. And the only thing separating you from instant death, like a painful, awful, awful, awful death, happy thoughts, is this like invisible fence. So put your trust in the invisible fence. And I want to chuck a gate in front of here. Like, just for decorative purposes. So we need that one. Gate. Probably do it at the front, actually. Or at the back. Let's do it at the back. Ooh, scary. Sorry. At some point, I'll have to stop that, but not today. There's no way I can fit water in here. There is no way the game's going to... oh. I'll take it. You know what? It's not much, but I'll take it. There, big rock. Big rock. We know from the owl that the rocks are the real enemy. And I also want the ferns here as well. Like, it would have been so perfect if, like, one of those rotten logs would have spawned there. Oh, that would have been perfection. This square now has, like, a whole lot of nothing, because I had a building here in the previous episode, but I really need, like, a decent path to continue over here. So yeah, there's nothing on this path, which is a bit of a shame, I will say. I addressed this, like, in the previous episode. It's perhaps not the best placement for this, because, like, it brings this main pathway to kind of an abrupt halt. And that's why this is here, to continue park traffic. But I don't know, it just worked out that way with the spider design over here. So I'm sticking with it. I am sticking with it. It's different. I like it. Alright, and then this entire section is just going to be dedicated to what I've decided will be ghost dinosaurs. So that basically just means dinosaurs with white skin. So I had a little look in the species viewer beforehand, so I know exactly which ones I want to make. We're gonna start with Australopithecus. How many exhibits do I have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exhibits to fill. So that's a lot. Let's start with Australopithecus first on the list. Oh god, no, what did I just do? That's a mistake. Whoops. Whoops. Thankfully, we have the option to do that nowadays. We might as well watch the exit animation, right? Now that we're here. There, so here come our ghost lake Australopithecus. They have like these purple freckles. Pretty cool. Uh-oh, one of them phased through. One of them phased through the fencing. That happens. It's okay. Here they come. Nothing looks intimidating when it's hanging unconscious from a helicopter. Okay, so I'm gonna put water behind here. Like, the guests at first sort of like have to cross if you squint a bridge, right? And then here as well. We can get it quite close, that's nice. I'm gonna extend it out a little bit more for the effect of it. And then get like a better angle on it. There, so yeah, you come in, it's like, whoa, water, that's scary. Oh no, dinosaurs! Alright, I'll try to be normal. I make no promises. Alright, give me a rotting log, please. No log at all? That is very disappointing. Okay, so we have like a bigger section over here. So what I think I want to do is give that some height. Sort of hide that. And we can just cover that with trees. Because it can't be too open, right? So I actually also want to just go straight down the middle over here. You want to catch, like, glimpses of dinosaur and be like, oh god, there's one, there's one. Alright, let's start flying out the next one as I do these exhibits. Okay, so Megalosaurus. Probably the biggest one we're gonna have. And I'll put those in here. Now, it's not entirely safe that we have park transport coming through here. It is what it is. You know, just think of it as lions in the Serengeti also not attacking the jeeps because they don't really understand that there's fleshy humans inside of what is basically just like a tuna can that they can tear open. Oh, it might be cool to use the redwood trees. Are redwood trees scary, though? I don't think they're scary. I think the biosyn trees are scarier. So I also want to just cover that so we don't really see the tor in the back. Uh-oh. I think the Megalo realizes it's a tuna can, and they just found the can opener. There, like just, I don't know, weirdly shaped water. Nothing spookier than weirdly shaped water. I'm really just gonna use a lot of trees, I think. It's kind of boring in terms of exhibit design, but I feel like it's necessary. Because it can't feel too open. It's not scary if you see the dinosaurs coming from like a mile away, right? It has to feel like you're just walking through this dense forest and a threat can come at... Yay, we have a log! Woohoo! Sorry. And like a threat can come at any time. That's sort of what we're going for. So I'll just start with using the regular tree brush all over the place. The moss brush, because moss is scary. Oh, the fog is so nice. Oh my god, just look at that. You're gonna be like in the dark, walking through the fog. Heck yes. Alright, in terms of trees, I think we're doing well. We're doing well. I'm gonna fill this entire back up, but we'll leave this front open right here. Do I like that though? Look at that fog. It's excellent. Alright, she's happy with that. She is happy with that. And now this, for example, like just a building, maybe. Maybe not even like a decorative building, but just like a building. We're gonna have to get used to that notification. It is what it is, okay? It's part of our world now. There's like abandoned and overgrown. Just gonna have dinosaurs roaming all about. We're gonna do some lights around that as well. They're just stuff like, you know, maybe climb to safety. Obviously it's like inside the enclosure, but again, it's all like part of like the attraction, right? It might be kind of fun to hide like a bathroom in here somewhere. Here, like right here. Scene from the tour. Like, that's a weird place for a bathroom. Mommy, I have to go. That's a problem. Oh, the megalos are really attacking the cars. That's not necessarily what I wanted. Let's do a little campsite over here. So we'll have these. Oh, let me guess. I forgot to fly him back in. That's my bad. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, like a little campsite. There you go, big ol' fire pit. Let's actually paint the terrain sandy here. Maybe get that like a little black from the fire. There's not gonna be a Spino in here, but I think it's it's kind of cool to have the Spinoskeleton in the water over here. I wish we could actually place it in the water. That is such a missed opportunity. It's like Frontier hates us or something. This needs more trees to hide the back of restrooms, because that's not scary. Actually, who knows? Although I think public restrooms are mostly scary on the inside. And what I think I should do actually is continue like some of the decorations on the people side of the fence to really like blend the lines, you know? There, and then this is kind of like, I don't know, the dinosaurs broke it open or something. I don't know. I don't know yet what's gonna be on this side. That's a future me problem. And we're back to voiceover Evo, just placing some spooky lights all over the place for the best nighttime effect. As I said last time, I will be uploading episodes for this park build whenever I can, not just on Thursdays, hence you are seeing this episode today. The next couple of episodes might still be completely focused on the spooky side of the park with Halloween being so close, but we'll get back to working on the other side of the park soon enough. As always, I really welcome dinosaur suggestions for the future episodes and on which side of the park they should be on. Like, for example, in terms of lagoon creatures, I was thinking that Plesiosaurus and Amberosaurus might be a good split, you know, like on the fault line, and we can have the same animals viewed from the spooky side and from the happy side, but Mosasaurus would be solely spooky and Kronosaurus would be solely in the happy side, because Kronosaurus just looks so happy and delighted to be alive. It just hasn't had the experiences yet to disprove that happiness, but that's okay. If you're enjoying this park build, give the video a like and of course subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game.